О, шедевр
CD
пошел.
Projekt Red. They were going on and on about
Я играл
how they
Ведьмака
create
4,
this vast
жду.
open world with a branching storyline.
Даже он ржет.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future
Он знал.
is really going to be
Он знал.
Что могу сказать? Спасибо мне!
Он знал.
Я так понял,
This
с
game,
видосами.
it has the
5
potential to be
косарей
very,
издано.
very special.
Рассказал
This is gonna be an
Вите,
RPG.
что
This
ты
is gonna be
стримишь,
very, very deep
какая-то
and very crunchy,
самарская
very
фигня
mechanical.
подстольного
This is
демона
the real
получается.
deal. They really know what they're doing.
Раздроби
All of
мне
it looks
очко, кстати.
absolutely
Спасибо
next
большое.
level.
Спасибо.
Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the most anticipated games coming out next year.
And fingers crossed the last E3
Я бы
will see
поверил,
Cyberpunk
если бы
out.
это было 5000 донат.
Fingers crossed.
We need to properly go through everything, balance game mechanics, and fix a lot of bugs. A huge world means a huge number of things to iron out, and we will spend
Андромеда?
additional
Да,
time
что это?
doing exactly that.
Cyberpunk has been delayed once again for
Тут можно
the
ссать 41 минуту.
time.
Welcome to the next generation
Бля,
of
это
open world
не-
adventure.
это
Immerse
что
yourself
это?
in Cyberpunk 2077.
Бля, чё? Нихуя там можно...
For this
Там же...
December 7th
А чё там можно?
review embargo period,
Бля,
I'm
да
not
ну.
allowed to show you my own gameplay footage. I can only use footage provided by CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red wouldn't allow us to use our own recorded gameplay for this review.
Nope.
Почему?
We have our official video review coming with our own footage as soon as we are able to.
Почему?
All right. Check this out.
Что? Стой. Погодите. Что? 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 Нет. Ё. Охренеть. Стой! Безымянный, без назва... Стоп, что? Охренеть. Я не... Я как будто во сне.
We've greatly enhanced our crowd and community systems to create the most believable city in any open world game to date. The city's streets are bustling with crowds of people from all facets of life, all living their lives within a full day and night cycle.
Погодите. Так это же будущее. Это...
Anything you want to get off your chest about the game that you're excited to tell us?
We put so much work into making sure that the city feels the best. We just really wanted to make sure that those people that live in a night
Так это же Immersive Sim.
Everyone's just super impressed, and the universal compliment that I'm seeing is that the world of Night City and its outskirts, there's just a beauty to it, a level of attention to detail to it that is seemingly unparalleled. Some people are flat out saying it is the most detailed world they've ever seen in a video game, period.
Это он про карту? Про нашу карту? Это... Это моя тень от фонарика. Это же она.
when you are in Night City and you're moving around Night City in first person, it's really, really exciting. And it's something that I've not seen before like this.
Охренеть.
I've not ever really seen this
Охренеть.
before.
Боже. И боже. Охренеть. О! Это же отсылка на Сан-Андрес. Машинка, 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 Биг Бэнг. Ебать. Или Vice City. Я не помню. Но я помню. Охренеть, сколько отсылок. Я не... Меня сейчас...
I think it's a really bold statement, but if you don't believe me, play our Witcher games. I really promise that we'll deliver a truly outstanding futuristic RPG, setting totally new standard in the genre, both in terms of the gameplay, but also on the tech side.
They are going to be receiving 30 million PLN, which is roughly $7 million. And their 4 proposals were focused on some very interesting game development goals. Now, the first of which is city creation of high-quality open-world games. Охренеть. Погоди. Стоп.
Cyberpunk 2077 was targeted at release for
Антон,
PC,
проходит 2 года. Его кто-нибудь видел? Его кто-нибудь видел после...
Also advertised as plays great on Xbox Series X and PS5.
Get everything you need?
Yo también te quiero, man. Yeah, about time, Holmes.
Are you very focused on PC and current gen consoles?
Our full attention is on current gen consoles and PC.
Блин, это же я на карте 26 мая. Охуеть. Корона, типа короля?
It's you about to get skull
Я программировал? Бля, да я в сравнении тяну в лучшем случае на стажера, вы чё? Бля, это типа, погодите, это...
Those of you who are familiar with the way we make games know that we won't ship something which is not ready.
And of course, we are looking very closely and optimizing right now the FPS, and we really try to make sure that the game runs as smooth as possible. And at this stage of production, we are at the moment when we are like optimizing the most and putting lots of work into like finding ways, okay, how to make Night City run really smooth.
We've both just played a 4-hour session of Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm getting to play Cyberpunk 2077.
The three of us just played 4 hours of Cyberpunk each.
A 4-hour full-on experience of the first part of the game.
So here's one picture where they have a bunch of computers just decked out.
First off,
всем привет, с вами Юзя. Я что-то вырубился, уснул слегка.
There's so much. There is so much to do.
Обалдеть, ждем.
Absolutely blown away with the experience.
I had my doubts given the trailer and how good it looked. They have delivered.
Everyone agrees that Cyberpunk 2077 so far is living up to the hype.
CDPR released the pre-order stats, 8 million copies pre-ordered, but 41% of those pre-order sales came from console gamers who did not really know what this game looked like outside of highly curated videos released specifically from the developer leading up to launch.
We want to continue to give you a closer look at the game running on console. Since going gold, the team at CD Projekt Red has continued to work on Cyberpunk, addressing bugs and glitches, and enhancing the gameplay and graphics. The gameplay you see today already includes a great number of those fixes, as we work towards bringing the best possible experience on December 10th.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development.
Cyberpunk has been taken off the PlayStation Store. You can no longer buy it digitally, and Sony is now officially offering refunds.
Even if you press done, you will find that no results available for Cyberpunk.
Retailers like GameStop and Best Buy are also allowing customers to get refunds.
The console version was not sent to press, and so we didn't really get to see what it looked like.
CD Projekt Red has officially apologized for not showing the base PS4 and Xbox One versions of Cyberpunk 2077.
Кто-нибудь видел этих людей?
We should have paid more attention, making it play better on the PS4 and Xbox One.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house? You want to rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need a softer touch, stronger spine, because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy.
О! О! Стоп, стоп, стоп! Погоди. О! Блин, это... Нет! 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 Нет!
See you in the major leagues, Jack.
Drop that iron. Let's talk.
No! You assholes won't take me alive.
The new game Cyberpunk 2077 that's getting all the rave has reportedly been plagued with bugs and crashes.
Everyone who is not willing to wait for updates and want to refund their digital copy can do so by submitting a request.
They literally shipped a live service, always online title. You have to be connected, you have to be committed to downloading updates to fix this game. Because if you don't have internet, you're screwed.
Это нормально. Это нормально. Это нормально. Это нормально. Это нормально. Реально? Стоп. Погодите.
Soldier wounded.
Что? Дорожная карта? Куда? Куда?
Spawn behind you. Not even around the corner. No. Directly behind you.
Сзади? Нет. 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 Не-не-не-не. Не-не-не-не. Наше Не-не-не-не-не. Не-не-не-не. Проснуться? Я наебал? Стоп, что? Что? Это Баба Джи? Нет. Погодите. Что? Что? Нет. Что? Нет. Нормально. Ну, нормально. Это нормально.
It's getting embarrassing.
Погодите. Что? Погодите. Это я не понимаю. Я... Не-не-не, ребят. Не-не-не-не-не.
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda.
Excuse me?
Не-не-не. Я не... Я? Кто я? Что? Что? Спасибо. Что?
We got shot. Shit.
Like a man who demands. Take it easy, and I'll take you to the safe.
Что? Нет. Нет, нет. 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 Нет.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really honored to announce that we are working on a cyberpunk game, but not just a regular cyberpunk game, on the cyberpunk game. Imagine a rich and futuristic world with ultra-modern technology.
William Gibson, the godfather of cyberpunk, as it were, Great Dismal on Twitter, he said that it just looked like GTA 5 with kind of 80s generic cyberpunk theme slapped over it.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic.
Keep in mind that what you see here is not final. We just want to give you a glimpse of what will be possible in the released game. What would have happened if we hadn't met with the Militech agent? Or told Royce about the agent and her plans? Or just decided to buy the bot ourselves? So many options, so many possibilities. And each will have consequences that will ripple through the game world and your story. And that's just one quest.
Yeah, that's just one quest. Yeah, exactly. That is one of the most overstated parts of this game. It is not like that. It is not that interactive. It is not that tree branches type of things where everybody that plays the game is going to have a bit of a different experience. That's not what this game is.
This will really make each playthrough very unique to players, right? Not only the way you play it, the way you interact with the world, the way you talk to people, all that kind of stuff. Like, if you look at all the little choices that accumulate through the game, no playthrough will basically be like another.
95% of the dialogue options that you get are meaningless.
As you can see, we have many possible options. But in each case, we take a risk. It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. You're cyberpunk, your rules.
The reality is that if you spare her, nothing happens.
And that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand?
Кто?
You're breathtaking.
Cyberpunk 2077 is set in Night City. V's current apartment is located inside a mega building, a huge building complex that forms a micro-society of its own.
Кто?
Your stash is a secure system for storing equipment and can be accessed from all of your available safe houses and vehicles.
All safe houses and vehicles, it says.
Right now, at the moment, we're not planning, for you to buy different apartments because, Cyberpunk's a very story-focused adventure.
Cyberpunk is an RPG at heart. I can't stress that enough. People have been doubting that, but actually, I think in many ways it is more RPG than even Witcher was.
I couldn't even find a way to figure out what level an enemy actually is. So you never know exactly how easy or how difficult a fight is going to be.
This is an RPG.
История какого
so
года?
Before we get into our appearance, we need to define our backstory.
In the deep dive, we can see that the character has 3 sort of origins that we can pick. I mean, what are they and how do they actually affect the gameplay?
Oh, okay.
You're like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, okay. I'll go into my 50-minute answer. Okay, so you actually start off being a completely different person. Now, what is important with that is we actually take that through the whole game, and we did our best in the quest team to like support all those like 3, I would say, main ways to go through the story. And of course, player can like mix and match anytime, you know, any way.
Мне кажется, это чел пиздит.
But it's something that we take from the very beginning till the very end.
The life paths have no impact on how any of the story plays.
Мне кажется, он сон пересказывает просто, ребят.
Really stilted 20
Да не.
intro sections that all end with the player watching the exact same cutscene, no matter what you picked.
Cyberpunk 2077 is slightly shorter than Witcher 3 because we got a lot of complaints about Witcher 3's main story just being too long. And looking at the metrics, you see tremendous numbers of people played through that game really far, but never made it to the end. We want you to see this whole
Long
story. So we did shorten the main story.
Про кого он говорит? Какая статистика? Вы чё, блядь? Это чё, реально, что ли, блядь? Это что, нахуй? Какая статистика? Кто, блядь? Кто?
Who's at your side? Choosing how you spend your dirty money.
Такая же статистика, сколько ботов в Твиттере, типа 20? Что? Нет.
You're never going to be in a situation where you're like, I need to get in there. I need to get in there. And then you go and you're like, oh, I can't get in there. Because the city is so big. It's overwhelmingly huge.
Нет.
Endless possibilities and endless lies.
Что? Столько возможностей? А про что они говорят? Про сон? Я могу управлять с нами? Кто с нами? Я?
Could always be worse. A big part of our RPG experience is having a world that is interactive.
Что? Так, погоди. Нет. Нет. Это же спидра... Нет, как? Он выжил? Он выжил? Так они не врали. Возможность... Я... Нет. Нет. Это карта? Что? Что? Нет. Нет. Нет.
Here, a generic ad has morphed into an advertisement specifically tailored to V.
Я не... Нормально. Это нормально. Это Это нормально.
Life is full of disappointment.
Don't do this!
Cyberpunk is a mature, visceral experience, and as such, it will let you explore a variety of different interactions with the game world. And as you just saw, its people.
Нет. О, это же, это чудо.
Things are about to get heated.
Вау, а что это? А, ну все нормально.
It looks like the scavengers from earlier are still angry.
They're pulling ahead, Heiner. Watch it now.
Random encounters like these are an example of how your actions directly influence your open world experience.
Нет.
We're currently in Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts. It was designed to be a tourist hotspot within the city. As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most establishments unfinished.
Is the city fully explorable, or are there restricted areas?
No, we are planning to really create a seamless feeling of a true open world game.
It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment. Taking a casual stroll here would not be a good idea. A fast motorbike or armor-plated car would be the safer option.
How much customization is there for vehicles, colors, decals, and performance?
Yeah, so while we don't really have that much customization in the game for the cars, what we do have is different variants of cars.
These are for chooms who love the smell of exhaust and the roar of street wildlife. They're powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for tuning.
You do not really customize them. What you do, you actually own different vehicles that have been already customized. And you can find different vehicles that have been already tuned up, but you do not do it yourself.
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD,
Что?
or just
Что?
showing off in the
Это реально? Нет. Нет.
Welcome to the city of Gonk Dreams.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Out in the world, if you commit some crimes, if you just suddenly become violent, then people will respond to that. So as an example, you know, the NCPD might start chasing you.
Стоп, что? Но... А?
I don't deserve this.
Так это нормально.
Let me live.
Так это нормально.
I don't deserve this.
No, you will put that away. I got kids, man.
Always trouble.
Take him out.
Что? Кто в это играет? Это чей-то прадед? Что? А? Что? Нет. Нет.
Hey, what are you doing?
Я?
And don't do it again.
Get his ass, okay?
Oh, shit! What the fuck is this shit?
Yo, both fight like some bitch.
You want me to use this? Keep me covered! Stand it anymore.
Beg pardon. Sorry.
Hey, you got your ID?
Is that enough time for the team? Are you guys confident that the game will be
Я не верю.
ready by then and good to
Я
go
не
by
верю.
April 16th?
Я не верю.
Well, that's a bit of a weird question because
Это нереально.
if we wouldn't, then we wouldn't have announced the release date.
Это
I guess
нереально.
our studio is one that really puts quality above everything, and this also
Это
reassuring
нереально.
for me as a developer. Like I know we will not ship this
Я
game
не
if
верю.
it isn't ready by the time we
Все, что выходило до 2020 года, 16 апреля, нереально.
And despite good reviews on PC, the console version of Cyberpunk 2077 did not meet the quality standard we wanted it to meet. Every change and improvement needed to be tested, and as it turned out, our testing did not show a big part of the issues you experienced while playing the game.
There's been a lot of talk that CD Projekt Red was going to be sued for misrepresentation, and now apparently the one of 4 law firms that was planning to sue CD Projekt Red have actually filed against them.
Где посмотреть?
Persons or entities who purchased or otherwise acquired publicly traded CD Projekt securities between January 16th, 2020 and December 17th, 2020. Now, does that date, January 16th, ring a bell? It should. January 16th is when CD Projekt put out this statement.
We are currently at a stage where the game is complete and playable, but there's still work to be done. Postponing launch will give us the precious months we need to make the game perfect.
Class action lawsuits against CD Projekt because of deceitful practices that not only fooled customers and media outlets, but also investors.
CD Projekt Red's share price dropped 20% in a day. Actually, it's worse than that. Their share price has dropped over 45% in the last couple of weeks. I'd say that this is a failure of software engineering, but as is so often the case, that also means it's a failure in business terms.
А акции взлетели, когда они нового Ведьмака анонсировали?
It's pretty obvious that CD Projekt Red was trying to fix both time and scope at the same time. People will be burned out and working less effectively. Anybody that's tried working that hard for that long knows what I'm talking about.
On the project in total, it's between 400 and 500 people, I think, working on the game.
So we've got all of those people working on the game. Have you experienced any times?
Они анонсировали. А если они завтра еще одного Ведьмака анонсируют?
Yeah, 100-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks type deal when you end up going through.
We don't really like to talk about it too much because it's a little bit too controversial, and we're more here like to talk about the game and not about like the working life around the game.
We do everything ourselves. So if we suck somewhere, it's on us. It's nobody else to blame. But if it's a success, it's the success of the people and of the teams, and we are. I'm immensely proud of it, and I think.
Не взлетело, да? Не получилось.
There's really nobody telling us what to do.
Привет всем. Сегодня мы решили перенести релиз карты The Cliff на один месяц. Снова дата релиза до 6 марта. Скорее всего, у вас куча вопросов в голове, но самое главное, мы приносим наши глубочайшие извинения. Самое трудное испытание для нас — это доделать карту до идеала. Доделать работу над звуком, привести стекло Фапаха, завязать большой... Личную карту. Ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything. Black hole living in the side of your face, rest a while spinning around you, around you. Blistering sky, blistering sky, blistering sky. All inside the beauty of the blistering sky. All inside the beauty, I don't know why. All inside the beauty of the place that it's got. But inside the beauty and I don't know why. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. Погодите. Что? Нет. Responsibility personal. Responsibility personal. Responsibility personal. Responsibility. Стоп, а как выйти?
Well, well, looks like fortune favors the stupid, too. Now what?
I'm gonna ask for a refund.
Погодите.